Hello Maris, today I'm going to be doing a love reading for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If you like this type of content, please like, comment, and subscribe. This will be for April 2020, the end of April 2020, excuse me. If you're new here, welcome to Law of Attractions and Mirrors Tarot. We'll use the cards as a tool to help integrate the fragments of ourselves into one so we can self-actualize into the people we were born to become. With this knowledge, we can begin to manifest all of our deepest desires if we simply take responsibility for our power. So let's get started. See what is happening for Libra. One more thing, guys, if you are interested in a private reading, right now I am doing 10-minute increments for $5. So however long you want, just go ahead and shoot me an email or message me on Facebook. The information is in the description box below. The Chariot, so you may be dealing with a Cancer or have Cancer in your chart. Emperor, major arcana is coming out here. Okay, and the Nine of Swords. So I do feel like your relationship is moving fast. It is being driven by a lot of action and a lot of more masculine type energy. So perhaps there's a little bit of imbalance between the masculine energy and the more feminine, sweet and internal type of energy. So this could also pertain to sexuality. And I do feel like this is causing some anxiety from you or your person or both. So let's see why this may be with some clarification cards. And Emperor, I believe, is Aries too. Correct me if I'm wrong. So Cancer or Aries. The Chariot is clarified by the Knight of Cups in reverse. Emperor is clarified by Ten of Wands. And then Nine of Swords is clarified by the Hierophant. Okay, so yeah, I think this relationship may be moving a little too fast physically. I don't really feel like there is a lot of, like I said, that feminine type of soft, internal connection, type of intimacy. So I feel like this is just overwhelming to you. It's overwhelming because it doesn't really match up with what you really want, and it doesn't really match up to what you think is like your ideal for this type of relationship. And so the thing about this though is if you continue to keep going with this energy, especially being a Libra, you're all about balance. So if you're not actually being true to yourself and you're just maybe being in like a physical type of relationship or one that's imbalanced in that one person is way more kind of aggressive than the other person, sometimes those dynamics can work out. Sometimes they are unhealthy. It just depends on, you. I do see the Emperor, upright, so it's not in the reverse. So I'm not sensing like anything kind of abusive. I just think that it's not really the direction that feels right for you. But if you continue to do this, it's going to create this pattern. Okay, it's going to continue to move forward in this direction. So you may want to take some time for yourself to restructure, because with this Knight of Cups in the reverse, it really makes me feel like it's not, if you want love, which you're here for a love reading, so I assume that you do, it's not matching up to that type of experience. So taking some time to kind of think and meditate, visualizing is a huge tool for Law of Attraction on what this would look like that would match more with your desires and would balance you out more. I was not trying to get 3, but all those 3 came out, so we are going to go ahead and take them. I was just trying to get 1. Okay, souls that belong to each other will always find their way back together. So this could just be a really good indication for you that it is okay for you to do your own thing. Don't go along with something that you're not comfortable with because you think, okay, I need to move faster than I'm ready because this is, you know, how I keep this relationship going or whatever. If you're meant to be together, you're going to be able to go at your own pace. You're going to be able to do things that are right for you and that are aligned with you. And that is going to create a much better type of relationship than one where you're kind of forced by yourself or them. But I'm going to say, you know, you force yourself into the situation. Don't do that. It's not worth it in the end. It's not going to end up working out because you're not being true to yourself. Follow your heart's desires and manifest the heck out of life. I love that one. So yeah, you want to go more with where your heart is, not so much like the physical type of thing, because that, you know, anybody can manifest sex, anybody can manifest a sexual relationship, but that deeper relationship, that is what, you know, you're yearning for. That's what we all yearn for. I mean, we all yearn to be intimate, I should say. And so you want something that's deeper, not so surface level. Life is a great big canvas. Throw all the paint on it you can. So I really feel like this is also a manifesting card, and being, thinking of it kind of like art. Don't take things so seriously. Don't be so dramatic about things, you know. There's a lot of, I feel like, strict energy here besides the Hierophant. And the Hierophant I usually consider very like serious energy, but I love this card. He's ecstatically happy. So kind of think of life as your playground and understand that you have the ability to attain the things that you want. And that includes this relationship or situationship or the person you're interested in. If you really truly want it, you just need to make sure it's in alignment with your heart, because otherwise you can still manifest things that aren't in alignment with your heart, but ultimately it's going to fade. It's not sustainable. Love makes the difference. Love can help heal past hurts and provide a sense of security, self-worth, and importance. So if you are like struggling with anything, like see this Nine of Swords, maybe some things have gone on in this relationship or other relationships that cause you not to trust as much, understand that loving is going to heal that. And I know that that's easier said than done. Like, we don't want to feel vulnerable. Sometimes we don't want to open up, but we actually end up blocking ourselves from manifesting a real relationship and real closeness, and because we're so scared to open up. But whether or not you end up with this person or whatever, love does make the difference. At the end of the day, you're never doing anything wrong by loving someone, but just make sure that you're also loving yourself in equal measures, especially as Libra. Okay. Let go of control issues in the reverse. Allow this to unfold naturally. So with this, I'm really thinking you are kind of allowing this to unfold naturally already, but you need to take greater control. You need to be more specific in what you want, and understand that you do have power. Now, that doesn't mean be controlling, and it doesn't mean to be overbearing, but it does mean to not, maybe you're going too much with the flow, which I find is common with Libras. You know, if you're going to let this person lead and all they're pulling you into is a sexual relationship, it's actually not going to be in alignment with what you want. And at the end of the day, you're going to look back and maybe have some regrets and desires that you had done something different and handled the situation differently. You deserve love. You're lovable, and it's in the reverse. So you may be struggling with self-love, and you may not feel like your partner is loving you. Again, this really ties in to everything that I'm picking up here, that maybe this relationship is just too physical and not enough internal type of stuff. So remember that when you are focused on self-love, it will be reflected back into your relationships. Okay, and the last card I'm going to get right here. Double mission, light worker, starseed, serve the world by being you, which is beautiful. Okay, so when you are taking care of yourself and you are evolving, that means don't just stay where you are because you're comfortable, okay? That's not why we're on this planet. We're here for more. We're here for something deeper. And the more that you align yourself with your mission or your purpose, why you're here, the more that's going to be reflected. And I think because this is coming up in this reading, this is either just a very specific message for you from the universe that's important for you to hear, or that your mission in this life is attached to this person in some way, that this is extremely important for you to know, because you may not be able to progress forward in this relationship without addressing these things, because we can't set aside why we came here on this planet in order to pursue relationships, or pursue, especially when they seem more superficial like this. So your first course of action in this is to work on yourself and your desires and your purpose, your mission, if you know what it is, or even just going in that direction of discovering it. And you can do that through many ways. I'll probably make videos on that in the future. And also to take a little bit of control, and don't put up with things that aren't in alignment with what you actually want just because you want to keep a relationship going, okay? So that's what I have for you guys. Like I said earlier, please like, comment, and subscribe. Click the notification bell if you want more videos like this. And that is all I have for you. Bye. I love you.